Good morning, it's Mudlarking Marionette, and I thought this morning I would show you some of my ink collection. These are ink bottles that I've dug in various dump sites in Fife and elsewhere. So in amongst these inks you'll see a variety of colours and a variety of styles. To do this video I've just chosen a sample. I will show you more that are stored elsewhere in the house. So we'll be in two places. One is this study room and the other is in my attic. So for the first of these show and tell videos, I'm going to show you one of my first master inks that I ever dug up, and it's a large stoneware ink. I hope you can see that, and it has a pouring spout and it's very large. Now on here you will also see the maker's mark. Now we are lucky enough to have in Scotland somewhere called the Portobello Pottery, and they produced quite a lot of these master inks, and this one is made in Nottingham. So but we do find ones from Scotland. So it's a large ink, not easy to carry off the dump, especially when you have other things in your collection at the same time. But yes, one gorgeous master ink, and I have now 4 of these. I don't take them all the time, but I do take the better examples. So there's that one, absolutely stunning. Now from this you could fill up smaller ink bottles, and I'll show you one now. These, which are quite a common find, I'm sure you've seen them in most other mudlarking videos, and this one is a pork pie ink, so called because it looks like a pork pie. Probably they're not so big now, the pork pies, but there you go, one pork pie ink, and all of these have beautiful glazes on them. So there's that one, and I have a smaller one here, little stoneware ink again, and can you see the beautiful glaze on that one? It's almost speckled. There you are, so that's that one. And the other inkwells that we find, I'll show you the first one I ever found, and I was very happy to have found that, was this one, which is a cobalt blue ink, and this was hiding inside a teapot at the dump, believe it or not. And if you look back in my videos you'll see me finding this inside the teapot. So there you are, can you see how beautifully cobalt-y blue that is? And it's still a bit cleaning to do, but you know, I spend a lot of time finding the things, and I do the cleaning when the mood takes me. So there you go, lovely cobalt blue, and the first ever ink bottle that I found. So I have a few more of these upstairs in the attic, and I have this beautiful one, which is a pen rest. I hope you can see that. Can you see the grooves at the top? That's where the pens would sit and later writing and fluid inks became more popular in the 1840s, so everybody could have access to writing letters to their loved ones. Before that, if you were a working class person, you'd probably have to spend about a day's wage to receive a letter. There you go, that's until the penny post was set up in the 1840s. So another beautiful blue ink. I have more shapes and sizes to show you. Another cobalt, this one is slightly darker. Here you go, another cobalt one. And some of the tops on these are quite rough, but that's not a design flaw or because it's been hit by my spade or anything like that. It's because these were called sheer top inks, so there's basically a small bubble of glass, and then to open it you would shear the top off over here. So there you go, there's another lovely blue ink. And as I say, they come in all shapes and sizes. This is a little aqua one, and I could go on forever because in the collection there is over 100 inks. So there's a little aqua one, you can see the colour at the bottom there, another little aqua one. And what I've been doing with these is using the bottoms of poison bottles and making little caps for them. You can put this particular piece I've just put together just now, doesn't actually go very well, so this piece of poison bottle would look better on a green ink, and I'll show you one of those in a little while when we go upstairs to the attic. But yes, I do this all the time. I never leave broken poison bottles behind because they are beautiful colours, and I also take full poison bottles. They're not all broken when you're a bottle digger. Now this is one of my favourites. It's actually a beautiful, can you see it? It's a dark teal pen rest. And this one has a much smoother top to it, so I hope you can see that. That's beautifully cleaned up as well. So they are quite common finds in the dump if you do bottle digging. Not so much found if you're mudlarking, because the bottle diggers do tend to take the inks home with them. And I know that one particular bottle digger has one massive collection. There's a little more green square ink, and it has what we'd call chamfered shoulders on it. Can you see that? Around the top. So it's a beautifully finished one, that. Got two more to show you and then I'll take you up to the attic. This one is a little aqua cotton rail. Hope you can see that. Cotton railing, and what I've done with this is I have lots of these sea glass and dump found stoppers, and they fit perfectly in there, so a lovely match, and will be displayed like this. So not only do I use poison bottle bottoms to make lids for the inks, I also use these beautiful stoppers, sauce bottle stoppers. This one is from the beach. Not that common a find on the beach, but when you do find one, they're very pleasing to find, and I have a large collection of these as well, but also have a large collection of dump dog stoppers, and they're quite common on the dump. What else did I say I was going to do? Oh yeah, and here's the last one, I suppose, just to show you the difference between the stoppers that you can find on the dump and the stoppers that you find on the beach. Definitely a different appeal to them. These are much rarer, and I'll show you where I've put this one. It's on this lovely pen rest ink. There you go, almost a perfect match, although this is a Garton's sauce bottle lid, but I don't think it really matters. It makes the ink look complete somehow. Okay, so that's the ones I have down here, and now I'll take you up to the attic where I have more. It's just a little exploration of my indelible love for inks, and things that you find out about people's ability to write letters, the improvements in education, the bringing on of the penny post in the 1840s, you know, Charles Dickens writing in 1840s, he produced a lot of books around that time, and they were produced in the newspapers as chapters. So yeah, I'm going to take you upstairs now, and I hope you enjoy seeing the rest of the collection. But we've covered master inks, we've covered pen rest inks, we've covered a few of the colours, we've covered what I do with them, like putting the poison bottle tops on as lids, and we've covered using the bottle stoppers that you find in inks and that as lids as well. So there you go. Right, so we'll call that a day in this room, and I'll take you up to the attic to show you the rest of the collection, and maybe a couple of the writing desks that I have up there. Okay, so I'm just going to switch you off. Right, so before I go up to the attic with you, I want to show you this little one that I found. It's a tiny clear one, and it has a ground down lip, but if I put my thumb up you'll see the size next to it. It's very small, and it's probably the smallest ink that I've found. And into there I've put another one of the glass stoppers, and it is a perfect combination. So yeah, upstairs to the attic at last.